Hey, what's up? I'm Beth and this is Star Makeup. In today's video, we are going to do first impressions on the Musee Beauty Van Gogh palette. If you have not seen this, which I don't know how that's possible, this is what it looks like. And we are just going to play around with this and do this super dramatic look. So if you are interested on my thoughts about this palette and how I got this look, then just keep watching. Okay, so as you saw, we are going to play around with the Musee Beauty Van Gogh palette, which looks like this. And I think I really want to use the yellow shimmer for my inner corner highlight. So I'm gonna do kind of like yellow in the inner corner into green and then deepen up the crease with the blue. And then I'm gonna play around with a couple of the other shimmers on my lid. So I'm going to use primarily my Larousse brushes today. So this is the LR110 shadow brush, and I'm just going to pick up some sunflower on that brush, and I'm just gonna start putting that all over in the inner portion of my crease. So I'm gonna take it about that far. And the pigmentation on this is really good. I did get the other Musee Beauty palette, the Impressionism palette, but I haven't played with that one yet. I wanted to get a video with this one up first. And I haven't played with this one until now either. So I got them both on Cyber Monday when you got both of them, I think for like $62 or something. I don't remember what it was, but I've wanted to try the Impressionism one since it came out. And then when they released this one, I was like, well, okay, so we're just gonna get both and see what's going on, because all of my favorite people have used this palette and absolutely not this palette, have used both palettes from this brand and just loved them. So I really wanted to try them. And I used the ABH primer today, and for some reason my eyes are acting up really badly. So like underneath both of my eyes looks all crazy because while I was doing everything else, they just like would not stop watering. It was driving me crazy. So my under eyes look pretty bizarre today. I'm gonna pick just a little bit more of that up on this brush, which I didn't even tell you when I switched. This is the LR005 Tapered Blending, and it was a clean brush, but I just wanna blend this one spot a little bit more, like to actually add some more pigment, like right here. Alright, well that blended out like a dream, man. That was awesome. Okay. So now I'm going to take the LR119 shadow brush. It's basically like the first brush that I used, only it's bigger. And I think I'm just going to go straight in with Night, which is the blue shade. And I'm going to very carefully place this in my outer corner. I just want to make sure that it doesn't go like where I don't want it to go. Because I really don't want this blue to like get out of control here. Okay, I think I'm actually going to switch over to this clean brush. This is the LR005 Tapered Blending. I have two of them. Okay, so now that I switched to the clean brush, don't feel that I have to be quite so worried. I don't know that that was the smartest way to apply this because I seem to have like a pretty bad line of demarcation that really just isn't wanting to blend out for me, and that was like totally my fault and not the shadow. I'm probably gonna pick a little bit more up on this brush and see if I can't help it to blend a little bit more. Okay, yeah, that's a little bit better. And I did seem to lose a little bit of pigmentation on the lid here too. And again, I mean, that was probably my fault. You know, since I've never used this brand's shadows before, there's going to be a bit of a learning curve. Okay, so I'm going to clean this brush off. I'm liking the way the shape of this is coming out so far. I am just going to kind of feather this bottom part up just a little bit. Okay, I'm gonna clean that off again, and then I'm gonna pick up Cypress, and I'm gonna go like right at the very edge of that blue. Ooh, I love the tone of this green. Oh, that is so pretty. Oh, I love that. And those two colors are blending together really nicely too. Picking just a little bit more of that up. Just to get this outer portion to blend a little bit more. All right. Oof, I really like this. I really didn't know if I was gonna like this color story, like when I saw the pictures online when they like revealed it. But yeah, this palette is like, woo. I'm fucking loving this like so much. This palette is stealing my heart, and I was not expecting that at all. So, like I told you, my eye was watering, so this like whole outer portion here is gonna be all messed up. And there's really not too much I can do about it, but I'm trying. Alright, I think that's the best that I'm gonna get. Oh man, I don't think I have a clean brush handy. Alright, I'm just gonna clean off the one that I used for the yellow. And I'm just gonna kind of go along this outer portion right here. And then I'm also going to go like right around the edge of that green, just to get it to like really blend in. Okay, now I think I lost some of the green. I'm gonna pick just a little bit more up. Okay. Yeah, that's much better. I'm gonna go back with this brush that we used for the blue. And I'm just gonna make sure that that's like nice and intense. And of course, I'm going to get my NYX glitter primer. And I have discovered that the Colourpop E3 is the best brush to use for a cut crease with glitter primer. Okay. So we're just gonna tap this on the lid. And then we're just going to follow like the shape of your orbital bone, or like go right around your eyeball, whichever way you want to look at it. And I think this brush is so good for doing this, because the bristles really have a lot of movement to them. So you can like really get it in there and like wiggle it around. All right. So I want to get the inner corner laid down first, because I noticed that if I wait and do the inner corner last, then the glitter primer starts to dry down and it doesn't end up as intense as I want it to be. Oh wow. I mean, look at that. I mean, is that not like one of the prettiest like yellow shimmers you've ever seen? Oh, it's so pretty. When I swatched this, I was just like, oh my god. And I'm really not one for yellow, if I'm gonna be completely honest. Okay, so I do want to pull this in on my lid just a little bit. Okay, so I'm kind of gonna leave it like that. And then I should probably clean the brush off. Then I'm gonna go into irises. And I'm gonna put that right next to the yellow. Okay, so just tapping that right next to the yellow. I do have a little bit of fallout from that. So if that's something that bothers you, maybe try spraying it. Or use the sticky glitter primer. Like, don't clean the brush off. But it doesn't bother me. I really don't care. Even though I have my face done already, it really doesn't, I don't care. I basically have glitter all over me all the time anyway, so. I love this purple too. It is so nice. Okay. And then I'm gonna wipe this off again. And I'm going to pick up Blossom. And I'm going to meet that up with that blue in the outer corner. I love that shade. It's like a nice slate blue. Oh, I love it. It's so pretty. So I'm just basically going to go back and forth between all of these shades again to get them to blend together. So I'm gonna pick up irises and just tap right where the purple and the blue meet. Just tapping, no swiping. Clean that off again. Pick up just a little bit more. And tap over it again. Alright, I think those two are pretty blended. Did go up a little bit too high with either the purple or the blue. I'm not sure which. I'm gonna have to get the rest of this to kind of match up with that because it's just a little bit too high in that outer corner. Okay, I'm gonna clean the brush off one more time. Pick up some more of that yellow. And I don't want the yellow and the purple to mix together too much, but I also don't want there to be like a massive line of demarcation between the two of them. Okay, so I think like that is pretty good because if I do too much more, they're gonna start to muddy up. So I think we're gonna be good with that. Where did my, there it is. So let me just see. Oh yeah, that fallout just dusted right away. Probably helps that it was a shimmer too. Now I don't know how good this lower lash line is gonna come out because of my eyes being all wonky, but we're gonna give it a shot anyway. So I think I'm actually going to use this Colourpop brush, just kind of clean it off a little bit. But I want to be really precise with where I put this dark blue on the lower lash line. So I want to keep this like right at my lash line. So I just put that color on the very tip of the brush. And I'm just gonna put a little bit of that pigment there. And kind of just like pack it on. And I'm doing that just like more for the look to be cohesive than really anything else. Like I just want to tie the upper and lower together. So I think that's probably pretty good. There's a few spots where it's not really sticking, but again, that's because my eyes decided to, you know, be a pain in my ass and just leak all day. Okay, you know what? I think I'm gonna go in with one of the tapered brushes. So I'm just going to pick up Cypress, that green shade. And I'm just gonna go right up against the blue. And start blending that out. And I also want to, of course, take the green up to meet up with the top too. It's like this spot right here is just where nothing is wanting to stick at all. It's really annoying. And I have no idea like what caused it to happen. They just started like leaking while I was putting like my foundation and all my powders and stuff on. Okay, then I'm gonna take that other exact same brush and I'm gonna clean it off just to make sure that there isn't any weird other color on there. And I'm gonna go into the yellow and I'm gonna try to focus that like the majority of the pigment into the inner portion. But then I also want to use it to kind of blend that green out a little bit. I really, really love how this is turning out, like, so much. I can't wait to get the other eye done and the lashes on. I think this is going to be awesome. I am going to try to fix like where that shimmer went up just a little too far, which shouldn't be too hard to do. And I think I'm also going to bring the yellow down onto the lower lash line and intensify it just a little bit more. But yeah, other than that, this is pretty much what the eye is going to look like. I'm going to recreate this on the other eye, do liner, lashes, mascara, and a lip, and I will be right back to show you the completed look. Okay, so this is the completed look. I threw on the Glam Light, what are these? I guess just pizza slice lashes. I used the Colourpop liner in Extra Frosting in like the inner portion of my waterline. And then I used the NYX Faux Blacks in Midnight on the outer portion of my waterline. The Carity, the mattes liquid lipstick in Matcha Gracias. And of course I used my L'Oreal Telescopic on the lower lash line. So I am obsessed with how this look came out. I absolutely love this. I am so excited to try the Impressionism palette, because if that is even half as good as this palette was on first impression, I'm going to be obsessed with that one too. I'm more drawn to that one because it's got, you know, more shimmers in it and a different variety of colors. I prefer bigger palettes to smaller ones, so that one is really screaming at me. But yeah, I really, really enjoyed the quality of this palette a whole lot. I mean, the pigmentation is definitely there. The shimmer formula is really, really nice. They blended beautifully, like, first impression of this palette, and I'm just gonna say the brand in general, A+. And of course, part of me saying that is what I've heard other people say about both of the palettes. So I am taking that into consideration because I trust those people's opinions very much. So yeah, I cannot wait to play with the other one. I will try to get that up as soon as I can. So thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed, please give this video a thumbs up. Consider subscribing. If you do, ring the notification bell. That way you get notified every time I post a new video. You can hop over to Instagram and follow me over there. In the new year, I'm going to be posting like a whole bunch of cool product shots and my photos from all the videos that I do. So yeah, hopefully it will be pretty cool come the new year. So thank you so much, and I will catch you in the next one. Bye.